Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel and a bit of an update on where we are with the planting, if anybody's interested. We have made a new acquisition which hopefully will transform the way we're going to grow crops as opposed to in the conservatory. We're now going to do it using this. Oh yes! Yes, we've got ourselves a little tomato planty thing, and there we can put the tomato plants in there and they'll grow up and up and up, and you can put sticks and they will actually stick out of the top like so. So you can actually get a stick all the way through, and then you can train the tomatoes up the pole as they grow. So that's going to be today's activity. So let's get over to the tomato plants and get some soil in them their pots. So here we have the tomato seeds, and hopefully you can see in the sun they have grown a lot more, which is brilliant. This one's especially strong, so I really like that. Oops, that's me tripping over something. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll separate these into some sort of meaningful. That's lovely, look at that one in the middle. That's only got one, so that might be a candidate for a pot on its own, that one. So the good news is that we have ourselves an old picnic table that I've recycled. We've got a better one than this now. So this is the old plastic one. We've got the 3 plastic pots here, and this one in particular has got quite a few holes in it. So what I'm going to do is going to block up some of those holes, because some of the things with one of the major things with tomatoes is they need a lot of moisture, and we're going to need to try and make sure they can hold it, especially in that greenhouse, which is going to get quite hot. Is that going to work? No. Good. That's a bit better. A little bit of broken pot just goes in the bottom. This goes on top, and then that should hopefully retain some of the moisture, as opposed to all the millions of holes in the bottom, which would just let the moisture out too quickly. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these plants. That's what I'm talking about. So it comes up as one nice big lump. That's what I wanted. Look at the root systems. You need to be careful not to pinch the stem, because if you do, that's it. Game over. But you can actually handle them by these. These are the seed leaves. These are the first leaves that come up, and then these are the other leaves that grow as a plant. That one's fallen off. Cool, so we have little and large in that one. 2, yeah, I'll put 2 in each and see what happens. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Cool. Look at that. That's a whopper. That's beautiful. Nice big root system. Cool. Cool. So we have 4 there. So let's do repeat until finished. So there we have 6 plants, 2 in that one, 2 in that one, and this is a bit wider, so I've got 1, 2, they were in the same pod, and then another one on its own. What can we do with all these? You should always water ideally by weight. So if it feels light, give it some water. If it feels heavy, just leave it alone. Right, let's get these 3 over to the greenhouse. I think we'll have that one in the middle. And these 2 there. They should hopefully grow up this high. You can pinch out the tops to stop them from growing any further. Okay. That fell off. Fixed. Quick update on some other things. Here are the peas that I planted. And they're coming up nicely. There. There's one at the side there. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that. Peas are coming on nicely. At least we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 or 5 plants. Strawberries, these were from leftover from last year. Just left out, forgotten about, and they're starting to sprout again. So I give them some feed, but they're in full sun actually, which is lovely. So that's exactly what they want. There's my screwdriver. I wonder where those were. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention is that these are potatoes in a knackered B&Q bucket. These were just potatoes that were left over in the fridge and they started to sprout, so I thought, I know, I'll shove them in some soil. When they get a bit higher, I'll earth them up, put some more earth in, about that much earth, and they grow until they get to about this level, and then the plants will be big enough, and when they begin to wither, all the nutrients then go back into the potatoes, and we can just turn the bucket upside down and get some lovely, I suspect quite small, but to get some lovely salad potatoes which we can boil. Always helps if you read the instructions. So I got some of this stuff, Tomerite, which is what my dad used to use many years ago, made by Levington, and the instructions say start feeding when the second truss has set. In soil, feed every day at grow bags. Outdoor, feed once a week. Right, so you've got to let the plant get to a decent height. In fact, no, only when it starts to produce flowers. Okay, so I don't need this for a while yet. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.